make that run one more time.
Alright.
But I'm gonna pick up some shit first.
We're back, by the way.
Yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the lab.
Yep.
And now that I have some money, I'm going to invest that in some health items.
Yep, might be a good idea. Man, freaking spiral glasses. She almost looks like a completely different character with that lab coat and everything.
Yeah, I bet.
Is this gonna be like Mega Man Legends, where you kind of went into the final boss not realizing you had no armor on?
Maybe.
Man, that was great.
Okay, so what I just did right there is I built better armor onto the Gustav, and I'm increasing its maximum health. And now I'm going to pick up some health items. These are consumables.
Health items?
Yeah, the E-bottles are consumables. The E-tanks increase total health.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk to these random serve bots. Okay, you build Gatling gun later on. You build the bazooka later on. New kind of armor. Find anything that's really tough and sturdy. Give. Okay, yeah, everything's already built onto it. I don't have anything.
Man, I always find it funny that the Serbots have those big fat Lego heads.
I already know what you're gonna say. Okay, if you attach an E-tank to the Gustav, energy supply will increase. I don't want the E-bottles. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So, I'm gonna make that run again. Now with armor and health consumables and increased health.
That ought to do it. Man, the way she stands naturally is really weird because her back is so fucking arched.
Yeah, it's like she's fucking Dio or something.
How many serve bots did you have to consume to get all that power, Tron? How many loaves of bread have you eaten in your life? Tron!
Time to use some spiral energy up in this bitch.
Oh no, what was the name of their oxygen-based superpower? That, like, the fighting style they had where it's, like, based entirely on the, something energy? Hana energy or something?
I don't
Like, it was,
remember.
like, the first thing in the show that he learns from, the dude
Zeppeli.
with, yeah, the Zeppeli.
Yeah, it's the spiral energy.
No, the thing before that. Where it was just, like, oxygen moving through parts of your body makes, like, the sun flashes.
I don't remember.
That wasn't spiral energy, that was, like, Hana or Hakan or something.
I honestly don't remember. It's been too long.
I gotta rewatch, JoJo.
I need to catch back up on JoJo. Fuck.
Man, fuck, I remember introducing Ian to JoJo was the fucking greatest night. Just because, like, he was not into it until fucking Speedwagon showed up, at which point he was just mad.
Wait, they actually named him Ario Speedwagon?
Yeah, that was his exact one. He's like, is that motherfucker's name Ario Speedwagon? And I'm just like, yeah! Isn't it sick as fuck?
Because Japan doesn't give a fuck about American copyrights.
Man, no, all the, like, so many characters are named after bands or songs.
Half the stands.
Yeah.
Serve bots, distract him for me. So I can pump more rounds into his asshole.
Go, gouge out his eyes.
But yeah, notice how it doesn't take off like a third of my health this time?
Yep. Decidedly an improvement.
Because this room is meant for you to just get fucked up at least once in.
I would imagine so. That robot just wouldn't stop.
Well, it's a tiny room with a giant robot in it
Yeah.
that hurts you on contact. Where are they?
Yeah.
Fucking auto aim. I feel like a fucking cheater.
You know what? All things considered, with how the PlayStation 1 controller was made, it's not even really like it's cheating because the PlayStation 1 controller was kind of like your worst enemy.
I don't know, I like the PlayStation 1 controller. Like, look at this thing. I've used it to the point where I've worn off some of the vinyl.
Yeah, I know. That was the weirdest part for me.
What?
like, feeling the fucking... Like, there's no better way to say it. It's a fucking crater in the middle of your controller.
Yeah, kind of. I never thought of it that way.
Like, I don't... Like,
I have a thumb groove built into this thing.
Like,
from overuse.
Fucking... The Xbox 360 controllers have that, but it's by design. So it's at least, like, kind of smooth and pitted. Yours is just like a fucking tear. You know what would be great? If your robot could turn its hips fully around so that you could still walk forward and shoot backwards.
Yeah, hip swivel, that'd be pretty nice.
Or you know what'd be even better? If you could just flip your arm backwards because you're a fucking robot. Who gives a shit? But no.
Yeah, weapon gimbals.
Who the fuck puts weapon gimbals when you can... Like, why would you... I'm sorry, why would you not use gimbals if you could? Like, why would you give your robot restricted joints? What possible reason would you have for that?
Legs.
Well, you
can't use leg gimbals because they just fold under the pressure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, wasn't there that one robot in EVA that kind of had that going on? That one, like, that they made to compete with Nerve, and it was like, just that giant nuclear robot that goes berserk?
Oh, that turns out to be an angel?
No, it wasn't an angel, it was just like, I think it was just the UN builds the robot, and then it just goes like, they lose control of it, and it just starts, like...
running, and it won't stop?
Yeah, and it's gonna collide with a city, and so they have to fucking, So they use that giant carrier plane that never shows up again, despite being the most useful thing.
They actually use it a lot in Rebuild of Evangelion.
Yeah. But, like, in the first series, it shows up exactly once, and then never again.
I think it also showed up to drop them off at the lava pit.
No, I don't think so. I almost distinctly remember shit, what's her name? Asuka?
Asuka, yeah.
Yeah, Asuka fucking just, like, diving in normal style. Well, as normal as a giant robot can dive. Like, I'm pretty sure she swan dived in. Swan dive! These are the greatest night of your life.
But yeah, you really have to watch End of Evangelion.
I do.
It's good.
I've watched the original Evangelion show and remember having
Congratulations.
I remember having to get high after that and just being like, why?
Well, what happened was...
I know what happened. The budget ran out.
So they decided to have the entire thing end as a...
clip show, pretty much.
Well, the ending happened as planned, but because they ran out of money to animate it, they instead... had everything play out as the characters understood it. Like, it all took place in the character's mind, as opposed to actually seeing what the fuck was going on.
My mind is full of fuck. Man. So I've seen some of the movies that are technically a remake and a sequel to the Evangelion.
I've only seen the first two.
Words fail it.
The first one is a almost verbatim retread.
Yep.
The second one is where shit starts to change.
Yeah, the second one is where it becomes clear it's not a remake but a sequel.
No, it's not a sequel.
Yeah. It actually is. Everything is a fucking... It's a loop. That's the twist. It keeps happening.
Wait, like Shinji keeps getting born and keeps being a bitch?
Keeps being a bitch and keeps causing the impacts and then fixing things, but then fixing things cause the impacts to happen. It's
So
okay.
Shinji is like a cosmic inevitability.
He's pretty much...
Or more specifically, Gendo is a cosmic inevitability.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say he's pretty much the what's his name?
Haruhi?
What?
Haruhi?
Haruhi? No, I was actually gonna say from Marvel. Galactus, thank you. Fuck.
How so?
Because that's the one universal constant, that Gendo will be super mad and try and, like, put families at risk to save the world.
Well, Galactus is only one... In the Marvel Universe, I think there are 7 universal constants. Galactus is one of them because he got grandfathered in.
What's it? I think, was it the Beyonder? Or,
No. It's, death, life, eternity, Infinity, Galactus, and 2 others.
I was about to say, that almost sounds like representations of the stones.
Of the Infinity Stones?
Yeah.
They're not. They're an independent concept. But,
and you know what? Trying to actually explain the Marvel Pantheon is at best impossible.
But basically, every time the do you know what the Big Crunch theory is?
No.
Okay, basically it's the idea that the Big Bang will at one point reverse itself, and that everything will crunch back into a single singularity. Basically, in the Marvel Universe, the Big Crunch is confirmed, and the last thing left alive in that universe becomes the Galactus of the new universe.
Okay.
Not getting bushwhacked twice, you assholes.
Man, you know what these remind me of? No, I guess you wouldn't know. In Metroid, there's a fucking enemy whose entire shtick is it just waits on the ceiling and then drops, and like, you're like, oh, it's just like an ambush predator, right? No, what happens when it hits the ground is it fucking explodes.
Okay, this is the mini-boss room.
Good lord. It's just it looks like a giant, like...
Stag beetle?
I was gonna say, actually, it looks like a giant demon microphone vomiting up smaller versions of itself.
Pretty much. And luckily, thanks to the
That's
PS1...
radio for you, folks.
And thankfully, the PS1's limited resources means it can only vomit up so many.
I'm just impressed it can have more than one enemy in a room at the same time when you have 6 serve bots.
Yeah. I can only... like, the PS1...
They are pushing that ancient system to its... Well, I guess it wasn't ancient when they did this, but they are pushing this console to its limits.
Basically, it can only spit up to 4 babies at a time. So...
And has no other form of attack by the looks of things?
Yeah. Well, not unless I get in the pit.
I was gonna say, like...
And the baby's whole goal is to get me into the pit.
I was gonna say, this did not seem like the threat you were hyping it up to be.
It's really not. The babies are more of the DPS.
Oh god. Is the serve bot bomb an actual bomb?
What?
Is the serve bot bomb still an actual
Oh, the
bomb?
beacon bomb?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't deal any actual damage.
Okay, because it looked like when
Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Yeah,
I was gonna
deals
say,
a
because
small
it looked
amount
like
of
that's what
damage.
killed the thing.
Okay, and the pipe is what's used to build the bazooka.
Rocket launcher, okay. Pipe bomb. What you got there, Davey? It's a pipe bomb, forthwith to blow up planned pregnancy. I don't know, Davey. I'm tired of your lack of faith.
Okay, see how those 3 are freaking out?
Yeah?
That means that they've lost their pathing.
Do you wait for them to find it, or...?
No. I just go through one of these.
They'll figure it out.
But yeah,
Magic.
I think that's all the items you can get on the first run through.
Yeah. So there's a mini-boss. Does that mean there's an actual boss you can fight, or fuck that?
Yes, there is actually a final boss to this set of ruins, and you actually get Diana's tears from him.
Oh.
It's an actual thing that is actually worth precisely 1 million zenny.
Oh.
So Teasel was actually onto something. He just didn't have the necessary tools.
I was gonna say, you didn't have the necessary time by the sound of things.
That too.
Like, I'm willing to bet Diesel probably could have put the holes in those walls if he actually was meant to.
Hurry up, you fucks. Okay. That is everything I am capable of getting. Let's see.
Alright, let's fuck off then. Oh, you paused it. That's what's happening.
Yep.
Okay.
A little over 150,000 zenny. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reinvest that money into the Gustav by making weapons for it.
Then come back or something.
And then I'm gonna do some other missions like bank robberies.
Alright, fair
And
enough.
then we're eventually gonna come back to this.
Man, I kind of wish that, So I remember hearing a proposal for a game a while back that I really wanted to see be made, where it's pretty much GTA set in Gotham City.
Okay.
And if you fuck around hard enough, the police just stop showing up, and instead Batman comes after you.
Yeah, once you get this... And the thing above 5 stars is just the bat signal.
Yeah, and it's like, like when you get that high up, the police actually will back off because you branched into superhero level, and they're like, all right. And like the other part of it was you run missions for the other for the DC
mob bosses,
and like
so like Penguin, Falcone,
Two-Face,
Selena Kyle.
Yep. You just start running missions for them, and if you do enough missions for a certain person, you start forcing the other guys out.
Oh, nice.
So it's like you could actually back one guy, or you can play all sides.
Okay.
And like there was supposed to be the penalty for driving off the Batman as the Joker comes after you.
Oh!
Like if you're enough of a threat to almost kill Batman, you make the Joker mad.
Because he wants to do it.
Yeah. You can't kill his special snowflake, only he gets to have sex with Batman.
Yeah,
we'll
pretty
see you
much.
next time, folks.